What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel. I'm back with another edition, y'all know, of Mika Chanel Just Saying. Okay, before I get into this episode, please subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed, okay? Now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 1, Episode number 6. I swear it seems like it's been on longer than 6 weeks, but I think it's because a couple of weeks Bravo didn't show the show or whatever. But anyway, so The Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm kind of feeling these ladies now. Like at first I was on the fence, and then the ladies that I liked, you know, at first, I don't know if I really like them as much anymore. And the ladies that I wasn't feeling so much, now I'm starting to, you know, like them a little bit more. So, you know, I'm liking how the show is progressing and everything so far. There's no drama. There's drama, but it's, you know, it's okay drama. So I'm feeling the Housewives of Potomac right now. Anyway, so it's episode number 6. It starts off with Katie. She has invited Giselle, Robin, and Ashley out for lunch because she wants to ask them to be on her host committee, right? Now, you know, she's trying to get together this, what's it called? Like a casino night or something for her charity that the Ross Foundation that her mother created. And she, you know, remember she asked, Karen, and Karen was like, you know, she had a prior commitment and she just, you know, wasn't able to be a part of it. So now she's asking the rest of the ladies, and I was a little disappointed at how they reacted to her. Like, first, Giselle gets there. She's flirting with the waiter or whatever. She sits down. Then Ashley comes. Then Robin finally gets there. And when what's her name? When Katie asked them, you know, if they wanted to be a part of it, you know, it was just kind of like, they were like, oh, no, well, I don't know if I can be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of a hot mess. It's last minute. I understand it's last minute. But at the end of the day, you know, Katie, I don't think that she would be doing this if she thought that she couldn't pull it together. I kind of sort of though understand both sides, because one, I don't like doing things last minute. I like things to be prepared, and I like a timeline. That's, I think, the Virgo in me. But on the other hand, I'm like, just support your girl. You know, if it goes down, it's the Ross Foundation. Like, if it doesn't turn out right, it's not you. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make the event turn out right. You know, so just go ahead and support her. So I think that I would have just gone ahead and been like, I'll do whatever you need me to do. It ain't like they got anything else better to do, except for Robin. She does have a job, but Giselle doesn't have a job. Ashley doesn't have a job. So actually, Ashley wasn't even saying anything. You know, it was more Giselle and Robin, mostly Giselle. But anyway, so I'm really interested to see, you know, how everything's going to turn out. I kind of feel like it's going to be part of like the season finale, or maybe the episode before the finale or something, before we find out how this, little casino night turns out. But I don't know. I was just kind of a little disappointed in Giselle, and how she was reacting to Katie. But anyway, so then did you guys see how the waitress came over with like a complimentary, like, I'm thinking she's gonna get, when she said complimentary, I wasn't watching the episode, I was like kind of listening to it because I was washing clothes. And when I watched it again, I realized, like, at first when she said we have some complimentary sangria, I'm thinking she's giving each lady a glass of sangria, but no, she sets down a pitcher of sangria. I'm like, now what restaurant you go to give you a complimentary pitcher of drinks? Not one restaurant that I know of. They might give you a complimentary shot or a complimentary glass of wine or something like that, but I mean, I guess the restaurant, you know, they wanted to get their name out there, and they, you know, they knew the ladies were filming, so I mean, I can't hate. Whatever, do what you do. Anyways, so that's kind of that. And then in the next scene is kind of like a montage of what all the ladies are doing in the morning. Like, you see Cherie, she's making pancakes for her son and her daughter. And then Giselle is at the hair salon with her daughters getting their hair done. And I'm sitting there looking like, I'm so happy my daughter's not watching this with me right now, because she wants to go to the hair salon and get her hair done so bad. And I'm just like, no. Okay, you're 8 years old. I'm not paying for you to get your hair done. Mommy done did a lot to figure out how to do your hair since you've been in this world, okay? I didn't know how to like cornroll. I went on YouTube and found some videos, learned how to cornroll. I have her hair, her braids be laid, okay, y'all? Her braids are laid, okay? I condition her hair. I do all of that, like, and I don't want her seeing other little girls going to the hair salon getting their hair done, because then she's gonna want to do it because she's a little bougie ass little girl, okay? Already at 8 years old, dating 9, she's bougie as hell, and I'm like, no. Okay? I will figure out how to do your hair until you can afford to go pay for your own damn hair to get done, unless it's something special, you know? Anyways, y'all, what happened? Then Karen's daughter is not like there. Karen is packing and her daughter is looking like, Mom, that's not the outfit that you should be wearing on vacation on the ladies trip. That was kind of funny. And then Robin's son, he's like in her office and he's trying to shop for some shoes. He's not knowing that his parents, you know, don't have the money like that, like they used to. And she's like just hoping the little boy don't have a credit card, trying to order some damn shoes, you know. I get it though. I mean, I don't get it, but I get it. Like, I don't get it like going from being like millionaire to not having money and having to sell your wedding dress. But at the same time, I get it. Like, you know, you don't want your kids, you know, shopping online and going up in your purse, getting your credit card when you really can't afford the shit. You know, that's the part I get. Anyways, so what happened in the next scene? Ashley, she's at home with her her stylist / friend, they said, and then her assistant. She went ahead and hired the assistant. It wasn't the assistant that I thought she was going to hire. I'm not even sure if I remember seeing her as one of the people that Ashley was interviewing, but whatever. She hired the assistant. The assistant is in the room packing her clothes. And Ashley's talking to her stylist, and she's like, she's taking these exclusive group of women, you know, to her beach house, and she's a little nervous because she doesn't know how they are going to perceive her. She's just kind of nervous just about hosting these women because I guess they're just a lot different from the people that she's used to. And so her stylist is like, girl, just be yourself, you know, just show them the whole Ashley vibe, and, you know, everybody else loves you. So, you know what I'm saying, if they don't love you, then fuck, tell them kick rocks, you know? And that's kind of how I feel. Like, I mean, I understand she wants to make a good first impression and she's just moving into the city and, you know, she wants to be with the in crowd, you know, basically, because I'm sure it's not a lot of black folks in Potomac. And, anyways, so, you know, but I agree with her stylist. Like, you know, just be yourself and do what you do. And if they don't like you, then, you know, whatever. You know, like I said, kick rocks. Deuces, homie. Pieces. Anyways, Katie, you see Katie, she's at home and she's talking to Andrew. She's packing her clothes and she's just talking to Andrew and tells him that, you know, she feels a little kind of let down about the ladies' reaction to her when she asked them about, you know, picking up, you know, helping her with the host committee or whatever, and they were just kind of all about themselves, and they didn't want to put themselves on the line, and they didn't want their names to look bad or whatever, but Andrew's just like, you know what, if they don't want to help, then, you know, just take the high road and don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, it's going to get done whether they want to help or not. Maybe she doesn't raise $100,000, but the event is going to go off and it's going to be a success. And, you know, basically behind the scenes, Andrew was like, look, regardless, it's going to be a nice event. I will make sure of that so you have nothing to worry about. You know, that's what I took from what he was saying to her. And then he was like, you know, so you're going to be gone for like 4 days. Oh my God. And he's like, he's got to be working or whatever. And she's like, you know, the last time one of us went out of town, came back, the whole house was different. And she's like, you better not touch none of my stuff. I'm like, girl, you moved moved all his stuff out of a room, all of his exercise equipment and everything out of a room and made it into your own little girl cave. So how you gonna tell the man that he can't, you know, change the house while you're gone? But, you know, whatever. It seems like that's a dynamic that they have. He's like smitten with her, like I said before. You know, he probably do whatever she says except for get married. And I think, you know what though? I think he's really into her. I think he really loves her. Clearly, he's moved her and her 3 kids into his house. I think, in my opinion, he doesn't want to marry her because he doesn't want to be stuck with that financial responsibility, because I feel like he thinks she might be a little too much for him. That's my opinion. I don't know. But, and you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, he feels like maybe she'll move on if she finds something bigger and better. I mean, the girl has dated Russell Simmons, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting when I see their relationship. Like, he's really, really into her. But I just think that he might feel like, you know, he doesn't want to be on the hook financially by marrying her. And then if she leaves him or if he leaves her or whatever, you know, that's kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that's what I get. Let's move on. Then we go over to Karen's house. She's, you know, having her husband carry her bags down the stairs. I really like her husband. He's really cool. What's his name? Raymond? I like Raymond. He's like a cool old cat. You know, he's not old, like old, like, you know, my father-in-law, y'all. My father-in-law is probably around the same age as him. But they're, you know, the way they get around is a little different, you know, differently. So, you know, but I kind of like him. He just seems to be, you know, he loves his wife and he's not really trying to, like, you know, take the spotlight from her, you know, and, I mean, I don't know. I really like their dynamic. So he's carrying her bags down the stairs. Like, how much shit you got up in this bag? It's taking me forever to get down these damn stairs. You know, I'm an old man. You know, I might, you know, be able to put it down. But I'm still old. Anyway, so he asked her about the accommodations at the house, and she's like, you know, I don't share a room with any girls. I don't want to do that. You know, and I don't blame her. I feel her. Like, you know, I don't want to do that either. I don't want to share a room. Like, I've been on the girls' trips and I've had to share a hotel room with other people. Well, one other person. One other person. Like, I can't do the multiple people in the room. Like, too many people. But, I mean, I feel her. Like, I don't think she was being bougie at all in that instance, because, like, if I'm on vacation, I want to be on vacation. I want to be, I share a room with my husband all the time. And not, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're not sleeping in the same bed with the people you're on vacation with, you still want your own space. And you don't want to be, you know, whatever. And then she brings up Katie and she's like, yeah, you know, Katie goes both ways. So you may not want me sleeping in the room with Katie. He was like, that might be something I could cross off my bucket list, though. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so then Ashley comes and picks her up because she is riding with Ashley. Ashley comes to pick her up in her convertible, and the top is down, and Miss Karen is not feeling that, and I do not blame her. Probably for different reasons, though. I don't like convertibles only because I don't like the damn, it's hot. Shit. If you're riding with your convertible down, then that means it's fucking hot outside, okay? First of all, I don't want the sun beating down on me, causing wrinkles all up in this face. You know, they say black don't crack, but you know, you still gotta take care of your skin, okay? And I just don't want all of that, you know, sun beaming down on me. It's hot. I need some air conditioning. That's what I need, air conditioning. So I feel her, but I'm thinking Karen was more concerned about her damn wig blowing off or something like that. Anyways, what else happened? So they're driving along, and Katie goes to Ashley and Karen, you know, they're having their little conversations in the car. Karen basically wants to take Ashley under her wing because she just feels like, you know, Ashley reminds her of herself when she was younger. You know, Karen also married a much older man. She was from very, very humble beginnings, similar to Ashley, and she wants to take Ashley under her wing and kind of show her the way of how a proper lady should be, like I've said before. And so I think that that's why she really, really, really likes Ashley. And Ashley's like, I really want to be a part of your family, you know, and I especially want to get to know Raven. And Karen's like, oh, we're going to hold that one up right there, okay? My daughter does not hang with women that are grown, okay? She hangs with people that are her own age. She's about to be a freshman in college. She's going to be hanging with other freshmen in college, okay? Not your ass, all right? And then Katie, you know, she picks up all the other ladies. She pulls up in her, what she calls her mom mobile. She's got a, you know, an SUV or whatever. And so in her car, it's Giselle, it's her, it's Robin, it's Sharice, and Sharice's friend. I can't think of her name right now. I'll think of it probably later. I don't think I wrote it down. I didn't write down. But anyway, so they're all riding in Katie's car, and Giselle decides to play a game like, would you shag, marry, or kill this person? And they start naming names, and Katie's not responding because and then Sharice is like, oh my God, did Katie like date all of these guys? You know, they're dating like, they're talking about like Pharrell and, you know, all different guys in the entertainment business or whatever, which Katie probably did. I mean, she was a model in New York, you know. I mean, I'm assuming she probably traveled in those same circles. And then for some reason, Giselle wants to bring up, ask Katie what happened with her and Russell Simmons. And so Katie kind of describes the whole situation about how he was cheating on her and all of this and all of that. And she says she wrote a blog about it. So Giselle decides to Google the blog and pulls up the blog and starts reading it. And the way she's reading it is kind of like she is kind of making fun of Katie. And Katie kind of gets a little emotional, which, I mean, I'm sure you would, because what she wrote in that blog was very hurtful. Like, I mean, I would not want anybody reminding me of that. I would never have written a blog because I don't believe in putting my business out there like that. But at the same time, like, I think once Giselle started reading it, she probably should have got, you know, the message that maybe she shouldn't have been, you know, kind of saying it like in a jokey way, because like Katie in the blog was like, you know, she was at home, you know, she was chilling, she had her little face mask on, and then here he comes with some other bitch. And just bring her all up in the house, and they go upstairs and they just having a good time, and she's sitting there like, what the hell is going on? You know, what, am I just this girl toy? What's going on? So you would think that Giselle would have had a little bit more compassion, and Katie got a little emotional or whatever, and pulled over, but whatever. The trip continued because they still had another hour to go before they got to Ashley's beach house, because it was about 3 hours away from where they lived. So they finally get there, and, you know, Ashley gives them all cocktails. They have, you know, she's hired a chef. The chef makes a dinner. Now, it doesn't look like the ladies like the dinner that, you know, the chef has prepared. And honestly, I don't think I would want to eat that either. It didn't look very appetizing. It just kind of looked like it was just some slop put on the table. Like, normally you would think if you hire a chef, there would be like some kind of presentation. The meal didn't look to be presented in a way that looked like a professional did it. It just looked like something you just throw on the table on Wednesday night, in my opinion, you know. And then the chef's wife or whomever, sous chef or whoever she was, she came over and just was like, well, we're getting ready to leave, and hands Katie a bill. You know, Ashley a bill. And I'm just like, ew, that's distasteful. And she kind of did it with an attitude. So I'm like, is she mad that this young woman, you know what I'm saying, can pay for her to come and cook in her house? You know, that's kind of what I got from it. Like, you know, she was a little salty. I don't know, but I thought that was very poor taste. You know, she knew that Ashley was going to pay her, and I don't know, I didn't, for some reason, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. First of all, the food wasn't presented right, and then she comes and hands a bill to Ashley as if, like, here, pay my bill so I can get the hell up out of here. You know, I'm like, ugh. I hope she never hires them motherfuckers again. And then, on top of the fact that they didn't like the food, they didn't like the drinks that Ashley had prepared for them, and then they didn't like the rooms that Ashley had put them in. Now, I mean, honestly, I haven't slept in a twin bed since I was about 8 years old. But at the end of the day, you know, you're in somebody's home. Like, I would not have acted the way that Giselle and Sharice were acting. They were calling up hotels and wanting, just complaining like, oh my God, I can't sleep on that. And Giselle's like, oh, I might as well sleep in the closet because, you know, it's kind of like what she got me sleeping in, like, whatever, you know. I mean, it's not like, okay, I can see if you were going to like a hotel and you didn't like the accommodations, but you're at somebody's home. I mean, do you expect them to have king size beds in each and every fucking room? You know, she told you she had 5 bedrooms, so y'all already knew what it was. Y'all already knew that some people were going to have to bunk up, you know. And I mean, did you think she was just going to have 2 king size beds in these rooms? Like, I don't get it. But and then they were upset that they all had to share a bathroom. I mean, I'm just like, these women is bougie as fuck. Just like, what's her name, Robin said, these bougie ass heifers, you know, just can't be appreciative. Just say, you know, I'm on vacation. It is what it is. And, but I wouldn't try to make the host feel bad you know, for the accommodations. And she's already a little nervous, you know, as it is or whatever. So I just really didn't like that. But, you know, everybody slept on it. And it seems like the next day that, you know, everybody woke up in a better mood and they realized that they were just really acting silly. And so they all went surfing. Well, they went to the beach and half of them went surfing and the old biddy sat on the beach and sipped drinks with the umbrella. You know, I don't blame them. I don't know. When I go on vacation and I know I'm going to be on the beach, I'm going to have my hair in a way where I know I can get it wet and it won't really matter, you know. But I can understand too, you know, being a black woman, I can understand you don't want to get your hair wet, you don't want to get in the water. Surfing is not for you, you know. So I can understand both sides, but I really liked it. I didn't like that Giselle was kind of poking at Ashley. I don't know what her problem is with Ashley, honestly. I don't know what her problem is with Ashley, and I don't understand what her problem is with Katie. You know, I mean, they're both just, you know, out to have a good time, and it just seems like Giselle is bothered by that for some strange reason. But anyway, so, you know, they do their little surfing lessons. They you know, they have a decent time on the beach. And then they go back to the house and, you know, they're going to cook some crabs, what are they going to have? Crabs? Yeah, they're going to have crabs. I was going to say lobsters, but no, they're going to have crabs or whatever, which is like, I guess that's a Maryland thing. And, you know, I've seen every movie that I've ever seen that's taking place in Maryland, every TV show. Crabs are always involved, and I don't blame them. I love me some crabs too, so go for what you know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they sit down and they eat, and they kind of have like a little chit chat because Charisse is like, she wants to have a sister circle. And she's like, it's something that she's been doing for years with her friends, and it's just like, you know, you say something nice, something that you like about each person, and then from there they go on to share some like more personal things. And Giselle talks about how she was with Mr. Miami and she had to boo-boo because she drank this tea that made her, you know, have the shits the next day. Which I thought it was very funny, but compared to what the other lady shared, you know, it wasn't that deep, because then you have you know, Robin talking about one of their friends took their money. That's kind of how the show went off. But then you have Karen talking about, you know, her mother with early dementia. And what I didn't like about this scene, though, is I really didn't like Robin calling Charisse out. Because I felt like the conversation that Robin that Robin and Charisse had at Charisse's house about her husband and possibly getting a divorce, I felt like that was something that she was sharing because her and Robin are, you know, have been friends for a long time or whatever. I didn't like the fact that Robin was like, okay, so Charisse, you know, our conversation the other day, you know, how's that going? You know, I don't know. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And Charisse was looking like she may not have wanted to share that with everyone, you know. She just maybe wanted to talk about it with, you know, her girlfriend that was there with her. Can't remember her name again. And then Robin, you know, because she talked about it with Robin, and it wasn't something that she necessarily talked about with the rest of the ladies yet, you know. And so it was kind of like she was put on the spot and she had to kind of talk about it. I didn't really like that. I just felt like, you know, I think maybe Robin wanted to disclose some things, but she wanted to hear what other people were saying first, something like that, because we ended the episode with Robin talking about, like I said, about one of their friends were stealing money from them, and she starts crying, and then it's like, to be continued. But honestly, they could have probably cut some of the stuff out in the beginning of the episode and just continued that night. I mean, unless it's going to be something real good that's going to happen next week, which I doubt, you know, they could have just went ahead and had that over with, but whatever. Anyways, you guys, I kind of ran through it pretty fast, but, I don't know. I enjoyed this episode. I kind of missed them. You know, last week, they didn't come on last week. I kind of missed them a little bit. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how things go next week, because I know, like, Ashley's husband is going to come and the ladies are going to get a little upset. And I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the season. Like I said, it's just, I don't know, I'm really enjoying the ladies. I'm starting to like Robin a lot more. I'm starting to like Charisse a lot more, which those two were really rubbing me the wrong way in the beginning. And I'm starting to not like Giselle, you know, like I thought she was going to be the real cool one, but she's really not. She seems a little bitter, to be honest. She seems a little bitter. And I mean, I don't know if it's about her husband or if it's just about the fact that, you know, she's trying to find love again and she can't. I don't know, but she seems bitter about something, you know. So anyways, you guys, I hope I wasn't rambling too much in this episode. I'm a little tired, and I don't know, it wasn't like a whole lot to talk about, but at the same time it was, because the personalities of these women, I you know what I feel like? I feel like they are kind of thrown together because there's not a lot of black people in this town, and they all kind of bonded together a little bit, you know, because I don't really see them, like Robin, I can see her and Charisse being friends. But outside of that, I don't really see the ladies, you know, their personalities don't really seem like women that I would say, oh yeah, I can see them being friends, or I can see them running in the same circle or whatever. So I just think that the circle of black women in Potomac is probably so small that they are kind of like hanging on to each other a little bit, and trying to find some normalcy in a town that you know, doesn't have a lot of people of color. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But you guys, I'm gonna end it at that, because I've let this has gone on way longer than I thought it was going to. So anyways, you guys, I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, you know, in the second half of their little trip to, you know, to the beach. And shit, I wish I had a beach house, don't y'all? I really wish. I mean, some of y'all might have a beach house. I can't wait to get a lake house. It won't be a beach house, it'll be a lake house. I live in the Midwest. But definitely one of my goals is for, in the next few years, for my husband and I to buy a lake house either in Indiana or in Michigan. And I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait. I have like a picture of it on my dream board. And so far, a lot of the things that I have on my dream board. Do you guys have dream boards? I love my dream board. A lot of it, I have it hanging on my bedroom wall so that I can see it every single day that I wake up, every single day before I lay my head down, you know, whatever. And a lot of the things on my dream board are coming to fruition. So my lake house is going to be, you know what I mean? And I wish a bitch would say some shit. If I invite her to my house and she don't like the accommodations, well then, mother, I suggest you go sleep your ass outside with the mosquitoes, okay? And it is what it is. And that's what I would have said if I was Ashley. But, you know, she's trying to be too nice. Anyways, you guys, that's all I got for the Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't know. I'm just rambling on and on and on. So that's it, you guys. Until next time, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel is just saying. Bye-bye.